Welcome to the Certified Pharmaceutical HACCP Compliance Expert Program by CDG Training. This course is designed to equip you with the knowledge and skills necessary to ensure pharmaceutical products are safe, effective, and free from contamination. In today's regulated industry, maintaining product quality is more than a regulatory requirement, it's a commitment to patient safety. The Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Point System is a preventive, risk-based approach to identifying and controlling hazards before they affect pharmaceutical products. By integrating with good manufacturing practices, HACCP helps organizations strengthen product safety and operational excellence. This course is designed to provide a comprehensive understanding of HACCP principles and their application in pharmaceutical manufacturing. You'll explore hazard identification, risk assessment, and best practices to ensure compliance and product safety. Whether you're a quality professional, production supervisor, or compliance manager, this course offers practical knowledge to enhance your understanding of HACCP principles. By the end, you'll be ready to become a certified pharmaceutical HACCP compliance expert. Welcome to the Certified Pharmaceutical HACCP Compliance Expert course. In this professional certification program, CDG Training will guide you through the principles of hazard analysis and critical control point, HACCP, as applied to pharmaceutical manufacturing, quality systems, contamination prevention, regulatory compliance, and patient safety. Through this course, you will understand how preventive risk management protects pharmaceutical products from contamination and ensures medicines consistently meet global quality standards. Unlike food products, pharmaceutical products directly affect patient health, making quality and safety non-negotiable. A single contamination event, product mix-up, or manufacturing deviation may lead to ineffective treatment, product recalls, regulatory action, or serious harm to patients. HACCP provides a structured, preventive approach that identifies potential hazards before they affect pharmaceutical products. The pharmaceutical industry has evolved from relying primarily on end product testing to implementing preventive quality systems throughout the manufacturing lifecycle. Modern regulations encourage quality by design, QBD, quality risk management, QRM, process analytical technology, PAT, and HACCP-based preventive controls. Instead of detecting defects after production, manufacturers now focus on preventing them before they occur. HACCP in pharmaceuticals involves a systematic approach to identifying and controlling hazards at critical points in the manufacturing process. By understanding these key principles, companies can ensure that their pharmaceutical products comply with safety standards. The HACCP principles provide a framework for controlling contamination in manufacturing and packaging. Pharmaceutical quality relies on multiple integrated systems. GMP establishes operational requirements, HACCP identifies and controls hazards, while quality risk management evaluates and prioritizes risks throughout the product lifecycle. Together, these systems ensure medicines remain safe, effective, and consistently manufactured. Every pharmaceutical process ultimately serves one purpose: protecting the patient. Manufacturing controls, contamination prevention, validated processes, qualified personnel, and regulatory compliance all contribute to ensuring medicines remain safe and effective throughout their shelf life. Every decision made during manufacturing should prioritize patient safety. Quality risk management, QRM, provides a scientific approach for identifying, evaluating, controlling, communicating, and reviewing risks affecting pharmaceutical quality. Common QRM tools include failure mode and effects analysis, FMEA, risk ranking, hazard analysis, and decision trees. Pharmaceutical hazards can arise from biological contaminants, chemical residues, environmental conditions, equipment failure, or human error. Each identification of these hazards supports preventive quality management. Modern pharmaceutical manufacturing relies on advanced technologies like automation, robotics, manufacturing execution systems, MES, environmental monitoring stations, and quality risk management systems. These technologies improve production, reduce human error, and enhance quality management systems. A pharmaceutical HACCP compliance expert supports pharmaceutical quality by conducting hazard analyses, identifying critical control points, reviewing manufacturing risks, monitoring compliance, supporting audits, maintaining documentation, and promoting continuous improvement throughout the product lifecycle. These professionals play a critical role in protecting both product quality and patient safety. Pharmaceutical HACCP combines preventive hazard analysis with quality risk management to ensure medicines are manufactured safely and consistently. By integrating HACCP with good manufacturing practices, quality risk management, and modern quality systems, organizations can identify hazards before they affect products, reduce manufacturing risks, strengthen regulatory compliance, and protect patient health. Preventive quality management forms the foundation of pharmaceutical excellence. What is the purpose of HACCP in pharmaceutical manufacturing? How does HACCP differ from end product testing? What is the relationship between HACCP, GMP, and quality risk management? Why is patient safety the primary objective of pharmaceutical quality systems? How are pharmaceutical hazards categorized? How does quality risk management support HACCP? How do digital technologies improve pharmaceutical quality management? CDG training experts believe that pharmaceutical quality cannot be achieved through inspection alone. It must be designed, monitored, and continuously improved throughout the manufacturing lifecycle. Organizations that successfully integrate HACCP, good manufacturing practices, quality risk management, and advanced digital technologies create robust quality systems capable of preventing contamination, minimizing operational risks, and consistently delivering safe, effective, and high-quality medicines. A preventive mindset remains the cornerstone of pharmaceutical compliance and global patient safety. Every pharmaceutical product follows a carefully controlled journey from scientific research to patient use. At every stage, quality, safety, efficacy, and regulatory compliance must be maintained to ensure medicines consistently meet international standards. CDG training emphasizes that understanding the complete pharmaceutical lifecycle is essential for identifying potential hazards and implementing effective HACCP controls. A pharmaceutical product can pass through hundreds of manufacturing activities before reaching a patient. Every process, including raw materials handling, formulations, filling, packaging, storage, and transportation, introduces potential quality risks. Understanding the entire lifecycle enables organizations to identify critical process stages, establish preventive actions, and mitigate risks effectively. Every medicine begins with scientific research. During this phase, researchers identify active pharmaceutical ingredients, APIs, evaluate formulations, perform laboratory testing, and conduct preclinical studies to establish safety and effectiveness. Quality begins during product design rather than manufacturing. The quality of finished medicines depends heavily on the quality of incoming raw materials. Active ingredients, excipients, packaging materials, and processing aids should only be obtained from approved suppliers. Each incoming material undergoes identity testing, quality inspection, documentation review, and quarantine before approval for manufacturing. Manufacturing converts approved raw materials into finished pharmaceutical products using validated processes. Activities such as weighing, dispensing, blending, granulation, compression, coating, sterilization, filling, and packaging are performed under strictly controlled environmental conditions. Every manufacturing stage should follow approved standard operating procedures, SOPs, and good manufacturing practices, GMP. Quality is continuously monitored during manufacturing rather than only after production. In-process controls verify critical parameters such as weight variation, tablet hardness, fill volume, moisture content, environmental conditions, and equipment performance. Continuous monitoring allows deviations to be detected before product quality is affected. Packaging protects pharmaceutical products against contamination, moisture, light, oxygen, and physical damage. Labels provide essential information including product name, strength, dosage instructions, batch number, expiry date, storage conditions, and regulatory information. Packaging verification prevents product mix-ups and labeling errors. Before release, finished products undergo comprehensive laboratory testing to confirm identity, potency, purity, dissolution, sterility, where applicable, microbiological quality, and compliance with approved specifications. Only products meeting all quality requirements receive final approval for distribution. Proper storage conditions preserve pharmaceutical product stability throughout its shelf life. Warehouses should control temperature, humidity, cleanliness, and inventory rotation while following good distribution practices, GDP. Transportation should maintain specified environmental conditions until products reach healthcare providers. The pharmaceutical life cycle continues after medicines reach the patient. Manufacturers monitor product performance through pharmacovigilance systems that collect information about adverse events, product complaints, and post-market safety. Continuous surveillance supports product improvement and patient protection. Modern pharmaceutical manufacturing increasingly uses automation, robotics, manufacturing execution systems, MES, artificial intelligence, AI, digital twins, electronic batch records, and real-time process monitoring. These technologies improve manufacturing consistency, reduce human error, and strengthen regulatory compliance. A pharmaceutical manufacturer experienced recurring packaging errors due to manual label verification. The company introduced automated vision inspection systems integrated with electronic batch records. Labeling accuracy improved significantly, packaging deviations decreased, production efficiency increased, and regulatory inspection outcomes improved because every packaged product was electronically verified before release. The pharmaceutical product lifecycle extends from research and development through manufacturing, quality control, packaging, storage, distribution, and post-market surveillance. Every stage contributes to product quality and patient safety. Understanding the complete lifecycle enables organizations to identify potential hazards, implement HACCP controls, strengthen regulatory compliance, and consistently manufacture safe and effective medicines. Pharmaceutical quality is achieved through a structured system of processes, procedures, documentation, and continuous improvement rather than relying solely on final product testing. Modern pharmaceutical organizations integrate good manufacturing practices, GMP, hazard analysis and critical control point, HACCP, quality assurance, QA, quality control, QC, and quality risk management, QRM, into one comprehensive pharmaceutical quality system, PQS. CDG Training emphasizes that integrating these systems creates a preventive quality culture that consistently delivers safe, effective, and compliant medicines. Every pharmaceutical product must meet strict standards for identity, strength, purity, safety, and efficacy. Pharmaceutical quality systems ensure that manufacturing activities are consistently controlled, documented, monitored, and continuously improved throughout the product lifecycle. Rather than correcting quality problems after production, quality systems focus on preventing them from occurring in the first place. Good manufacturing practices, GMP, provide internationally recognized requirements for pharmaceutical manufacturing. GMP governs personnel, facilities, equipment, documentation, sanitation, validation, production controls, quality assurance, and compliance activities. Compliance with GMP ensures that pharmaceutical products are consistently produced according to approved specifications. GMP establishes the operational foundation for pharmaceutical manufacturing, while HACCP focuses on identifying and controlling specific hazards that may compromise product quality or patient safety. Together, these systems strengthen preventive quality management by combining operational controls with science-based hazard analysis. Quality assurance is responsible for designing and maintaining the quality management system, while quality control verifies product quality through laboratory testing and inspections. QA prevents quality failures by establishing robust systems, whereas QC confirms that finished products comply with approved specifications. Quality risk management applies scientific methods to identify, evaluate, control, communicate, and review risks throughout pharmaceutical manufacturing. QRM supports decision-making by prioritizing risks based on severity, probability, and detectability. Risk management ensures resources are directed toward the highest priority quality concerns. The pharmaceutical quality system integrates GMP, HACCP, QA, QC, QRM, validation, documentation, CAPA, change control, training, and management review into one coordinated framework. A strong PQS supports regulatory compliance while encouraging innovation and continuous improvement. Every pharmaceutical activity should be performed according to approved standard operating procedures, SOPs. Documentation ensures consistency, traceability, accountability, and regulatory compliance. Controlled documents reduce operational variability and improve manufacturing reliability. A pharmaceutical quality system depends on competent employees who understand GMP, HACCP, SOPs, hygiene, contamination control, and regulatory expectations. Continuous training, leadership support, and employee engagement strengthen organizational quality culture. Modern pharmaceutical companies increasingly implement electronic quality management systems, EQMS, manufacturing execution systems, MES, electronic batch records, EBR, artificial intelligence, AI, cloud-based documentation, and automated compliance monitoring. Digital transformation improves accuracy, efficiency, traceability, and inspection readiness. A pharmaceutical tablet manufacturing company experienced recurring documentation inconsistencies that delayed product release. Management implemented an electronic quality management system integrated with HACCP risk assessments, automated document approval workflows, and employee retraining. Documentation errors decreased significantly, batch release times improved, regulatory inspections became more efficient, and overall compliance performance increased. Pharmaceutical quality systems combine GMP, HACCP, quality assurance, quality control, quality risk management, documentation, and continuous improvement into one integrated framework. These systems work together to prevent quality failures, control manufacturing risks, maintain regulatory compliance, and ensure medicines consistently meet international standards. A strong pharmaceutical quality system creates a culture of prevention that protects both product quality and patient safety. What is the purpose of a pharmaceutical quality system? How does HACCP complement GMP? What is the difference between quality assurance and quality control? Why is quality risk management important? What role do standard operating procedures play? How does employee competency influence pharmaceutical quality? How do digital quality systems improve regulatory compliance? CDG training experts believe that pharmaceutical excellence is achieved when GMP, HACCP, quality assurance, quality control, and quality risk management operate as one integrated quality system rather than as separate compliance activities. Organizations that foster a strong quality culture, maintain robust documentation, invest in employee competency, and embrace digital quality technologies create resilient manufacturing environments capable of consistently producing safe, effective, and compliant medicines. Integration is the foundation of sustainable pharmaceutical quality and long-term regulatory success. Hazard identification is crucial in pharmaceutical manufacturing to ensure product quality and patient safety. Organizations must recognize hazards to control risks effectively, preventing contamination and ensuring compliance. Every stage of pharmaceutical manufacturing introduces potential risks. Identifying these hazards is critical for patient safety and regulatory compliance. A proactive approach helps manage these risks effectively. Pharmaceutical hazards are categorized into biological, chemical, physical, and operational types. Understanding these categories helps in maintaining product quality throughout manufacturing. Cross-contamination is a significant hazard in pharmaceuticals, occurring when materials unintentionally transfer contaminants. Proper segregation and control measures are essential to prevent this risk. Utilities like purified water and HVAC systems are critical in maintaining pharmaceutical quality. Failures in these systems can lead to contamination, emphasizing the need for routine monitoring and maintenance. Human error is a leading cause of pharmaceutical deviations. Proper training, supervision, and documentation are vital to minimize these risks and maintain product quality. Quality risk assessment involves evaluating hazards based on severity, probability, and detectability. This structured approach helps prioritize risks and implement preventive controls. A risk assessment matrix helps prioritize hazards by evaluating their severity, probability, and risk level. This tool guides resource allocation for effective risk management. Various tools support pharmaceutical risk management, including FMEA and HACCP. Selecting the right tool is crucial for analyzing risks and determining controls. Digital technologies are transforming risk management in pharmaceuticals. AI, predictive analytics, and digital twins enhance decision-making and preventive quality management. A case study highlights how a facility improved performance by addressing HVAC imbalances and enhancing environmental monitoring. These changes strengthened compliance and product quality. Hazard identification and risk assessment are foundational to pharmaceutical HACCP. By identifying various hazards, organizations can implement preventive controls to protect product quality and patient safety. A knowledge check reinforces understanding of pharmaceutical hazard identification, risk assessment, and the role of digital technologies in improving risk management. CDG training experts emphasize the importance of understanding risk rather than just following procedures. This approach ensures long-term compliance and patient safety. Hazard analysis is the cornerstone of HACCP in pharmaceutical manufacturing, ensuring product quality and safety by identifying and managing potential risks before they become issues. Understanding where hazards may occur in the manufacturing process is crucial. This analysis helps in making informed decisions to maintain quality and safety standards. Mapping the entire manufacturing process is essential before analyzing hazards. A detailed process flow diagram helps visualize each step from raw materials to the final product. Raw material handling is critical as it sets the foundation for product quality. Identifying and controlling hazards at this stage prevents future issues. Manufacturing involves various hazards that need careful monitoring. Each step must be analyzed to establish critical control points and ensure product safety. Equipment and utilities are vital for maintaining pharmaceutical quality. Regular maintenance and monitoring reduce operational risks and ensure compliance. Packaging is the final defense against contamination and errors. Ensuring accuracy in packaging processes is crucial for product integrity. Storage and distribution present ongoing hazards. Monitoring and good practices are essential to maintain pharmaceutical quality during these stages. Evaluating hazards involves assessing severity, probability, and detectability. This evaluation guides the need for additional controls to ensure safety. Documenting hazard analysis is crucial for regulatory compliance and quality improvement. Accurate records support inspections and continuous monitoring. Technology enhances hazard analysis by providing tools for better risk management and decision-making. Digital solutions support proactive quality management. A case study shows how addressing equipment issues and improving processes can lead to significant quality improvements and regulatory success. Hazard analysis is essential for maintaining pharmaceutical quality and safety. It helps prevent issues by evaluating risks across all stages of production. Test your understanding of hazard analysis with these key questions. Reflect on the importance of each aspect in maintaining pharmaceutical quality. Experts emphasize that hazard analysis is a strategic process for ensuring pharmaceutical quality. Continuous evaluation and adaptation are key to success. After identifying significant hazards through hazard analysis, the next step in HACCP is determining the critical control points, CCPs. A CCP is a stage in the manufacturing process where a control measure can be applied to prevent, eliminate, or reduce a pharmaceutical hazard to an acceptable level. In pharmaceutical manufacturing, CCPs are essential for maintaining product quality, preventing contamination, and ensuring patient safety. CDG Training emphasizes that correctly identifying CCPs enables pharmaceutical companies to focus their resources on the processes that have the greatest impact on medicine quality. A critical control point is a process step where loss of control may directly compromise product quality, safety, or patient safety. Not every manufacturing activity becomes a CCP. Only those steps that effectively control significant hazards identified during hazard analysis qualify as critical control points. Examples include sterilization, filtration, purified water production, environmental monitoring, aseptic filling, and cleanroom pressure controls. Many manufacturing controls improve efficiency, but only specific process stages directly control hazards affecting pharmaceutical quality. Routine maintenance, inventory management, and production scheduling support operations but are generally managed through GMP systems rather than HACCP. CCPs focus exclusively on controlling significant product safety and quality risks. The HACCP decision tree provides a logical method for determining whether a manufacturing step should be classified as a CCP. Each process step is evaluated by asking whether significant hazards exist, whether preventive controls are available, and whether failure at this stage could compromise product quality. This structured approach ensures consistent and scientifically justified CCP decisions. The first potential CCPs often occur during raw material receipt and preparation. Identity verification, supplier approval, sampling, quarantine, laboratory testing, and material release help ensure only approved materials enter production. Controlling raw materials prevents contamination and formulation errors at the earliest stage. Several pharmaceutical manufacturing processes commonly become CCPs because they directly influence product quality. Examples include sterilization, filtration, mixing, granulation, compression, coating, lyophilization, and aseptic filling. For sterile pharmaceutical manufacturing, environmental conditions are often treated as critical control points. Air quality, particulate counts, microbial monitoring, temperature, humidity, differential pressure, and cleanroom classifications must remain within validated limits. Continuous environmental monitoring significantly reduces contamination risks. Purified water, water for injection, WFI, clean steam, compressed air, and pharmaceutical gases are essential utilities that may become critical control points. Routine monitoring ensures utilities consistently meet microbiological and chemical quality standards before they contact pharmaceutical products. Packaging is another critical stage where product mix-ups, labeling errors, and serialization failures can occur. Barcode verification, label inspection, vision systems, and packaging reconciliation help ensure every finished medicine is correctly identified. Proper packaging controls protect both patients and manufacturers. Every CCP requires defined monitoring procedures, trained personnel, calibrated instruments, and documented records. Monitoring may include temperature measurement, pressure monitoring, environmental sampling, filter integrity testing, and equipment performance verification. Consistent monitoring provides evidence that CCPs remain under control. A sterile injectable manufacturing company experienced repeated environmental monitoring alerts during aseptic filling operations. Using the HACCP decision tree, the quality team confirmed that cleanroom pressure control and HEPA filtration were critical control points. Continuous pressure monitoring, automated alarm systems, and preventive maintenance were introduced. Environmental deviations declined significantly, sterile assurance improved, and regulatory inspection outcomes became consistently positive. Determining critical control points enables pharmaceutical manufacturers to focus on the process stages that have the greatest impact on product quality and patient safety. By applying the HACCP decision tree, evaluating hazards scientifically, and identifying CCPs within raw materials, manufacturing, utilities, environmental monitoring, and packaging, organizations create a reliable quality management system that reduces contamination risks, strengthens regulatory compliance, and supports the consistent production of safe medicines. What is a critical control point, CCP? How does a CCP differ from a routine control point? Why is the HACCP decision tree important? Which pharmaceutical manufacturing processes commonly become CCPs? Why are cleanroom conditions often classified as CCPs? How do purified water systems influence pharmaceutical quality? Why should every CCP be continuously monitored? CDG training experts believe that correctly identifying critical control points is one of the most valuable decisions made during pharmaceutical HACCP implementation. Organizations that scientifically evaluate manufacturing processes, prioritize significant hazards, and continuously monitor validated CCPs establish stronger pharmaceutical quality systems capable of preventing contamination before it occurs. Integrating CCP management with GMP, quality risk management, automation, and digital monitoring technologies enables pharmaceutical manufacturers to consistently produce high-quality medicines while protecting patient safety and maintaining global regulatory compliance. Once critical control points have been identified, the next step is to establish critical limits. These limits ensure that pharmaceutical processes consistently produce medicines meeting quality, safety, and purity standards. Critical limits are the thresholds that must be maintained to prevent pharmaceutical hazards. They relate to various factors like temperature and pressure, ensuring safe manufacturing processes. Critical limits should be supported by scientific evidence and regulatory expectations. They ensure manufacturing processes remain under control and consistent. Cleanroom environments require strict critical limits to prevent contamination. These limits are crucial for maintaining safe manufacturing conditions. Purified water and water for injection are essential in pharmaceutical manufacturing. Critical limits ensure these utilities meet quality specifications consistently. Sterilization processes require precise control to ensure complete microbial destruction. Maintaining validated critical limits is essential for product safety. Critical limits should be established for various manufacturing parameters to ensure product consistency and safety. Critical process controls extend beyond production equipment to ensure stable manufacturing environments. Critical limits must be validated before routine manufacturing begins. Validation ensures that limits consistently control pharmaceutical hazards. Modern facilities use advanced technologies to monitor critical limits continuously, improving process consistency and reducing errors. A pharmaceutical company improved its sterilization process by recalibrating equipment and enhancing digital monitoring, ensuring compliance with critical limits. Critical limits are essential for maintaining control over pharmaceutical manufacturing processes, ensuring safe and effective medicines. Test your understanding of critical limits and their role in pharmaceutical manufacturing with these questions. CDG training experts emphasize the importance of critical limits in ensuring pharmaceutical manufacturing excellence and patient safety. Monitoring is the fourth principle of HACCP, ensuring every critical control point operates within its validated limits. Continuous monitoring allows pharmaceutical manufacturers to detect deviations, implement corrective actions, and prevent non-conforming products from reaching patients. CDG training emphasizes that effective monitoring transforms HACCP from a documented system into a dynamic process that continuously safeguards pharmaceutical quality and patient safety. The purpose of CCP monitoring is to verify that critical control points remain under control throughout pharmaceutical manufacturing. Effective monitoring supports product quality, regulatory compliance, and continuous process improvement. The monitoring flow involves checking if conditions are within critical limits, recording results, conducting continuous monitoring, and identifying critical control points. Environmental monitoring is crucial in pharmaceutical manufacturing, especially for sterile products. It involves evaluating airborne particles, microbial contamination, temperature, humidity, pressure, and airflow. Maintaining controlled conditions minimizes contamination risks and protects product sterility. Utilities like purified water for injection and HVAC systems require continuous monitoring due to their impact on pharmaceutical quality. Routine testing confirms microbiological quality, conductivity, and other specifications. The utility monitoring flow includes generation, purification, storage, and distribution. Critical manufacturing parameters should be monitored continuously throughout production. This includes mixing speed, blending time, moisture, and more. Consistent monitoring ensures every batch is manufactured under validated conditions. Monitoring results are reliable only when equipment is properly calibrated. Calibration records demonstrate equipment reliability during regulatory inspections. The calibration cycle involves equipment use, calibration, verification, and operational use. Every monitoring activity should be documented accurately and immediately. Comprehensive documentation supports batch release, audits, investigations, and regulatory inspections. The documentation flow includes monitoring, recording, reviewing, approving, and archiving. Modern pharmaceutical manufacturing increasingly relies on real-time monitoring technologies. These technologies enable rapid identification of process deviations and improve manufacturing efficiency. Digital monitoring technologies include MES, PAT, AI, IoT, and cloud analytics. Process verification confirms that manufacturing processes continue to operate as originally validated. Verification activities include batch record review, trend analysis, and in-process testing. Continuous verification demonstrates that pharmaceutical manufacturing remains in a validated state. When monitoring identifies a deviation from established critical limits, immediate action should be taken. The deviation management flow involves stopping the process, investigating, implementing corrective actions, and verifying completion before resuming production. A sterile injectable manufacturing facility experienced repeated fluctuations in cleanroom differential pressure during filling operations. Continuous monitoring detected the deviation immediately, allowing production to be paused before product quality was affected. Investigation identified a malfunctioning air handling unit. Following repair, system requalification, and verification testing, production resumed successfully. Monitoring critical control points ensures pharmaceutical manufacturing remains within validated operating conditions. Supported by digital monitoring technologies and comprehensive documentation, effective monitoring strengthens pharmaceutical HACCP, supports regulatory compliance, and protects patient safety. The knowledge check encourages reflection on key concepts such as the purpose of monitoring critical control points, the importance of environmental monitoring, and the role of digital technologies in improving pharmaceutical HACCP. CDG training experts believe that continuous monitoring is one of the strongest safeguards within a pharmaceutical HACCP system. A systematic monitoring strategy strengthens regulatory compliance, improves operational reliability, supports continuous improvement, and ultimately protects patient health through consistently safe and effective pharmaceutical products. Even with well-designed HACCP systems, unexpected deviations can occur during pharmaceutical manufacturing. Equipment failures, environmental changes, operator errors, process deviations, or utility interruptions may cause critical control points to exceed their validated critical limits. HACCP Principle 5 requires organizations to respond immediately by implementing effective corrective actions that restore process quality and prevent non-conforming medicines from reaching patients. CDG training emphasizes that timely corrective actions strengthen product quality, regulatory compliance, and patient safety. Corrective actions are predefined procedures followed whenever monitoring identifies that a critical control point has exceeded its critical limit. These actions are designed to contain the problem, evaluate product impact, restore process control, and prevent recurrence. A well-defined corrective action system minimizes manufacturing disruptions while protecting product quality. A deviation occurs whenever an approved procedure, validated process, or critical limit is not followed. Deviations may result from equipment malfunction, incorrect operating parameters, environmental excursions, documentation errors, material mix-ups, utility failures, or human error. Every deviation should be documented, investigated, and resolved according to approved procedures. The first priority after identifying a deviation is protecting product quality. Production may need to be stopped, affected materials isolated, equipment secured, supervisors notified, and additional monitoring initiated. Rapid containment prevents quality issues from spreading to other batches. Corrective and preventive action, CAPA, is a structured quality management system used to eliminate existing problems and prevent future recurrence. Corrective actions address immediate issues, while preventive actions improve systems to reduce future risks. CAPA strengthens pharmaceutical quality systems by promoting continuous improvement. Corrective actions are only effective when the root cause of the deviation is identified. Root cause analysis investigates the underlying reasons for deviations and connects the dots by correcting the whole system. Common methods include 5-why analysis and fishbone diagrams. Sometimes corrective actions require permanent changes to manufacturing processes, equipment, facilities, software, or documentation. These changes should be evaluated through a formal change control system before implementation. Change control ensures improvements do not introduce new risks. Following a deviation, quality assurance evaluates whether affected products remain suitable for release. Batch records, monitoring data, laboratory results, validation reports, and investigation findings are reviewed before making a disposition decision. Possible outcomes include product release, additional testing, reprocessing, or batch rejection. Every deviation, investigation, corrective action, CAPA activity, and verification result should be completely documented. Regulatory inspectors expect organizations to demonstrate that deviations are scientifically investigated and effectively resolved. Accurate documentation supports transparency, traceability, and inspection readiness. Modern pharmaceutical organizations increasingly manage deviations through electronic quality management systems, EQMS, artificial intelligence, workflow automation, predictive analytics, and cloud-based CAPA platforms. Digital systems improve implementation efficiency, reduce response times, and strengthen regulatory compliance. A pharmaceutical manufacturer producing injectable medicines experienced repeated filling volume deviations during production. Investigation using the 5-why analysis identified inconsistent calibration of the filling machine as the root cause. The organization recalibrated the equipment, updated maintenance schedules, retrained operators, and introduced automated calibration reminders through its electronic quality management system. Subsequent production batches met all validated specifications, deviations declined significantly, and regulatory inspections confirmed improved process control. Corrective actions, CAPA, deviation management, root cause analysis, and change control are essential components of pharmaceutical HACCP. Effective deviation management requires rapid containment, scientific investigation, documented corrective actions, product impact assessment, and verification of effectiveness. Organizations that integrate CAPA with digital quality systems create stronger pharmaceutical quality systems capable of preventing recurring deviations, improving regulatory compliance, and consistently protecting patient safety. What is the purpose of corrective actions in pharmaceutical HACCP? What is considered a manufacturing deviation? How does CAPA differ from a corrective action? Why is root cause analysis important? When should change control be initiated? How is product impact assessed after a deviation? How do digital CAPA systems improve pharmaceutical quality management? CDG training experts believe that deviations should be viewed as opportunities to strengthen pharmaceutical quality systems rather than simply as compliance failures. Organizations that investigate deviations scientifically, identify true root causes, implement effective CAPA programs, and continuously monitor corrective action effectiveness develop resilient manufacturing processes capable of consistently producing safe, effective, and globally compliant medicines. A proactive CAPA culture supports continuous improvement, enhances regulatory confidence, and ultimately safeguards patient health. A pharmaceutical HACCP system is only effective when organizations regularly confirm that all control measures are working as intended to maintain complete, accurate, and reliable records. HACCP Principle 6 focuses on verification, while Principle 7 emphasizes documentation and recordkeeping. Together with process validation and data integrity, These principles ensure pharmaceutical products consistently meet quality, safety, and regulatory requirements. CDG training emphasizes that pharmaceutical quality depends not only on performing the right activities but also on proving they have been performed correctly. Verification is the process of confirming that the HACCP system is operating effectively and that critical control points remain under control. Unlike routine monitoring, verification evaluates the overall effectiveness of the quality system through audits, record reviews, calibration, testing, and process assessments. Verification provides confidence that preventive controls continue to protect pharmaceutical quality. Validation provides scientific evidence that a process, system, equipment, or cleaning procedure consistently performs as intended. Validation is completed before routine production begins and whenever significant process changes occur. Validation demonstrates that manufacturing processes consistently produce medicines meeting quality specifications. Pharmaceutical organizations perform several validation activities throughout the product lifecycle. These include process validation, cleaning validation, equipment validation, computer system validation, analytical method validation, sterilization validation, and packaging validation. Each validation activity supports product quality and regulatory compliance. Equipment qualification confirms that manufacturing equipment performs reliably throughout its operational life. Qualification exercises consist of installation qualification, operational qualification, and performance qualification. These ensure proper installation, consistent performance, and ongoing production quality. Accurate documentation is fundamental to pharmaceutical compliance. Every manufacturing activity, monitoring result, deviation, corrective action, validation study, calibration record, and batch operation should be documented clearly and completely. Reliable documentation provides traceability, accountability, and evidence during regulatory inspections. Pharmaceutical data must remain trustworthy throughout its lifecycle. Regulatory authorities require organizations to follow the ALCOA Plus principles of data integrity. ALCOA Plus means data should be attributable, legible, contemporaneous, original, accurate, complete, consistent, enduring, and available. Maintaining data integrity protects product quality and regulatory confidence. Modern pharmaceutical facilities increasingly replace paper documentation with electronic batch records, EBR, electronic quality management systems, QMS, manufacturing execution systems, MES, laboratory information management systems, LIMS, and cloud-based documentation platforms. Digital systems improve traceability, reduce documentation errors, and strengthen inspection readiness. Routine verification activities within the HACCP system include internal HACCP audits, environmental monitoring reviews, supplier performance reviews, equipment calibration, and trend analysis. Verification activity ensures that quality systems meet regulatory inspections. Verification findings should support continuous improvement. Trends identified during audits, monitoring, validation reviews, customer complaints, and deviation investigations should be analyzed to improve pharmaceutical quality systems. Continuous improvement strengthens manufacturing consistency and regulatory compliance. A pharmaceutical manufacturer experienced repeated documentation inconsistencies during batch record reviews. An internal verification audit identified incomplete manual entries as the root cause. The company implemented electronic batch records integrated with electronic signatures and automated review workflows. Documentation accuracy improved significantly, batch release times decreased, and subsequent regulatory inspections reported excellent data integrity and record management practices. Verification, validation, documentation, data integrity, and record management ensure that pharmaceutical HACCP systems remain scientifically sound, compliant, and continuously effective. Validation demonstrates that processes are capable of consistently producing quality medicines, while verification confirms ongoing performance. Complete documentation and adherence to ALCOA Plus data integrity principles provide the evidence required to support regulatory compliance, product quality, and patient safety. Together, these activities establish a culture of transparency, accountability, and continuous improvement throughout pharmaceutical manufacturing. What is the difference between verification and validation? Why is process validation important in pharmaceutical manufacturing? What are the 3 stages of equipment qualification? Why is documentation essential for HACCP compliance? What does Alcoa Plus represent? How do electronic documentation systems improve pharmaceutical quality? How does verification contribute to continuous improvement? CDG training experts believe that verification and documentation are the evidence that demonstrates pharmaceutical quality systems are functioning effectively every day. Organizations that validate processes scientifically, verify operational performance regularly, maintain complete Alcoa Plus compliant records, and embrace digital quality management systems build highly reliable pharmaceutical HACCP programs capable of consistently meeting global regulatory expectations. Strong documentation and data integrity practices not only support inspections but also establish long-term trust in the safety, efficacy, and quality of every pharmaceutical product. Sterile pharmaceutical products, including injectables and biologics, require the highest level of contamination control. Unlike non-sterile medicines, these products must be free from microbial contamination as they are administered directly into sensitive areas of the human body. CDG training emphasizes that effective sterile manufacturing depends on robust contamination control strategies, validated cleanroom environments, aseptic processing, and continuous environmental monitoring. Sterile manufacturing is a highly controlled process designed to prevent contamination. Each stage, from raw material preparation to sealing, must be performed under validated conditions. Maintaining sterility throughout production is essential for patient safety. A contamination control strategy, CCS, is a comprehensive approach that evaluates and controls contamination risks across various facilities and processes. CCS integrates multiple preventive systems to minimize contamination risks effectively. Cleanrooms are classified by the number of airborne particles allowed. Each classification requires validated controls and continuous monitoring to maintain the highest level of cleanliness for critical operations. HVAC systems maintain cleanroom air quality by controlling airflow, pressure, and temperature. Proper HVAC operation is essential for contamination prevention. Personnel are a major source of contamination in sterile manufacturing. Proper gowning, behavior, and movement control are crucial to minimize contamination risks. Aseptic processing ensures that sterile products remain uncontaminated throughout production. Each component and process must be validated to maintain sterility. Environmental monitoring continuously evaluates cleanroom performance through various monitoring techniques. It ensures that sterile environments remain within validated conditions. Routine cleaning and disinfection are crucial to remove contaminants before they compromise sterile manufacturing. Properly validated cleaning procedures are essential for maintaining sterility. Modern sterile facilities use advanced technologies like robotics and AI to reduce contamination risks. Automation enhances efficiency and lowers contamination risk significantly. A pharmaceutical company improved its environmental monitoring and reduced contamination incidents by implementing a comprehensive contamination control strategy. This led to enhanced cleanroom performance and regulatory compliance. Sterile pharmaceutical manufacturing demands the highest level of contamination prevention through integrated strategies and technologies. This ensures high-quality medicines while protecting patient health and meeting regulatory expectations. Test your knowledge on sterile manufacturing with these questions. Understanding these concepts is crucial for effective contamination control. CDG training experts emphasize the importance of proactive contamination prevention in sterile manufacturing. Effective strategies and technologies are essential for protecting patient safety and achieving regulatory compliance. Pharmaceutical product quality begins long before manufacturing starts. Every raw material, packaging component, transportation activity, and supplier contributes to the safety and effectiveness of final medicine. A weak supply chain can introduce contamination, counterfeit materials, packaging defects, or distribution failures that compromise patient safety. CDG training emphasizes that effective supplier qualification, material control, serialization, and recall preparedness are essential components of pharmaceutical HACCP and modern quality management. Pharmaceutical manufacturers should only purchase materials from qualified and approved suppliers. Supplier qualification involves evaluating manufacturing capabilities, GMP compliance, quality systems, regulatory history, certifications, audit performance, and compliance. Approved suppliers reduce risks associated with contamination, counterfeit materials, and inconsistent product quality. Supplier qualification does not end after approval. Organizations should conduct periodic supplier audits, evaluate product quality metrics, review regulatory compliance, monitor delivery performance, and investigate quality issues. Continuous supplier monitoring supports long-term pharmaceutical quality and supply chain reliability. Every incoming material should undergo receiving inspection before entering production. Materials should be verified against purchase specifications, inspected for damage, sampled according to approved procedures, tested in the laboratory, and quarantined until released by quality control. Proper receiving controls prevent unsuitable materials from entering manufacturing. Approved materials are stored under validated environmental conditions that protect quality throughout their shelf life. Storage facilities should maintain controlled temperature, humidity, cleanliness, security, and inventory traceability. The first expired, first out (FEFO) inventory system helps ensure materials with the earliest expiry dates are used first. Packaging materials protect medicines against contamination, moisture, oxygen, light, and physical damage. Components such as bottles, blisters, cartons, labels, closures, and leaflets should meet approved specifications before use. Incorrect packaging or labeling may result in product mix-ups and serious patient risks. Cold pharmaceutical products such as serums, biologics, and liquid products require continuous temperature-controlled storage and transportation. Cold chain systems maintain product safety from manufacturing through distribution until patient administration. Counterfeit medicines pose a significant global public health risk. Pharmaceutical serialization assigns every saleable product a unique identification code that supports traceability and product authentication throughout the supply chain. Serialization, barcodes, QR codes, RFID technology, and tamper-evident packaging help combat counterfeit medicines. Traceability enables manufacturers to identify the origin, movement, and destination of pharmaceutical products throughout the supply chain. Every batch should be traceable from raw material suppliers to patient distribution. Complete traceability supports investigations, recalls, regulatory compliance, and patient safety. Despite preventive quality systems, situations may arise where pharmaceutical products must be recalled. Product recalls may result from contamination, labeling errors, stability failures, packaging defects, counterfeit risks, or regulatory concerns. Organizations should maintain validated recall procedures, communication plans, and product traceability systems to support rapid product withdrawal. Modern pharmaceutical organizations increasingly use enterprise resource planning, ERP, electronic quality management systems, EQMS, artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, RFID tracking, cloud-based inventory systems, and predictive analytics to improve supply chain transparency. Digital technologies strengthen supplier oversight, inventory control, serialization, and recall readiness. A pharmaceutical manufacturer identified a labeling discrepancy affecting one batch of prescription medicines during routine packaging verification. Using its serialization and digital traceability system, the company rapidly identified all affected products within the distribution network. The recall was completed within 48 hours. Regulatory authorities were promptly notified, and no patients received incorrectly labeled products. Investigation resulted in improved vision inspection systems and enhanced packaging verification procedures. Supplier qualification, raw material control, packaging compliance, cold chain management, serialization, and recall preparedness are essential elements of pharmaceutical HACCP. Strong supplier management, validated storage conditions, secure packaging systems, digital traceability, and effective recall procedures protect medicines throughout the supply chain. Organizations that integrate these controls strengthen product quality, regulatory compliance, operational efficiency, and patient safety while reducing supply chain risks. Why is supplier qualification important in pharmaceutical manufacturing? What activities occur during raw material receiving? Why is RFID preferred for many pharmaceutical inventories? How does serialization reduce counterfeit medicine risk? Why is cold chain management critical for biologics and vaccines? What is the purpose of pharmaceutical traceability? How does an effective recall system protect patients? CDG training experts believe that pharmaceutical quality extends beyond manufacturing and depends on the integrity of the entire supply chain. Organizations that establish robust supplier qualification programs, implement validated material controls, adopt serialization technologies, maintain uninterrupted cold chains, and prepare comprehensive product recall systems create resilient pharmaceutical HACCP programs capable of protecting patients worldwide. As pharmaceutical supply chains become increasingly global and digital, end-to-end visibility and proactive risk management will remain essential for ensuring product authenticity, regulatory compliance, and long-term public trust. Pharmaceutical organizations operate in a highly regulated industry, requiring strict adherence to quality and safety standards. Regular audits and inspections ensure compliance with good manufacturing practices and international quality standards. CDG training emphasizes the importance of viewing these audits as opportunities for improvement rather than mere obligations. Pharmaceutical audits are essential for ensuring compliance with internal procedures and regulatory standards. They help identify areas for improvement before issues affect products or patients. A well-planned audit flow includes planning, document review, facility inspection, employee interviews, and observation. Different types of pharmaceutical audits, such as internal, supplier, and customer audits, serve various purposes in improving quality performance. Each audit type has a specific primary objective, from verifying compliance to evaluating supplier quality. Continuous preparation for regulatory inspections is crucial. Organizations must ensure documentation is up to date, employees are trained, and facilities are ready for inspection. This proactive approach reduces stress and supports successful outcomes. Pharmaceutical manufacturers may be inspected by various global regulatory authorities, such as the FDA and EMA. Compliance with these agencies' expectations facilitates global market access. Auditors collect evidence through various methods, including document reviews and employee interviews. This evidence supports accurate audit conclusions and ensures compliance. Audit findings are categorized by significance, from critical nonconformities to opportunities for improvement. Proper classification helps organizations address issues effectively. Organizations should respond to audit findings with structured corrective and preventive action programs. Effective responses demonstrate a commitment to continuous improvement. Inspection readiness is built through daily compliance and proactive quality improvement. It reflects the maturity of the pharmaceutical quality system. Modern pharmaceutical companies use digital technologies for audit management, simplifying processes like audit planning and CAPA tracking. These technologies enhance efficiency and compliance. Organizations achieving regulatory success promote leadership commitment and continuous improvement. Quality excellence becomes part of the organizational culture. A pharmaceutical manufacturer successfully resolved audit issues through structured CAPA implementation, leading to a positive inspection outcome. This case study highlights the importance of preparation and quality systems. Pharmaceutical audits verify compliance with GMP and quality systems, supporting continuous improvement. Organizations should embrace audits as opportunities for learning and enhancement. Test your knowledge of pharmaceutical audits with these questions, covering objectives, types, and regulatory authorities. CDG training experts emphasize the importance of continuous inspection readiness and quality systems. By treating every audit as an opportunity, organizations build trust and ensure compliance. The pharmaceutical industry is evolving with digital systems, AI, Industry 4.0, and sustainability, transforming how medicines are manufactured and monitored. Industry 4.0 integrates automation and real-time analytics in pharmaceutical manufacturing, enhancing decision-making and product quality. AI in pharmaceuticals aids in predictive maintenance, quality control, and process optimization, enhancing efficiency and reducing risks. EQMS replaces manual quality documentation with digital systems, improving efficiency, traceability, and compliance. MES and EBR streamline production by replacing paper documentation, ensuring consistency and accelerating processes. IoT in manufacturing collects data for performance analysis and quality management, enhancing operational visibility. Digital twins simulate manufacturing processes, reducing downtime and improving consistency through predictive analytics. Sustainability in manufacturing focuses on energy efficiency, waste reduction, and environmental responsibility, aligning with business goals. Continuous improvement in pharmaceuticals is driven by digital technologies, focusing on data collection, analysis, and implementation. Cybersecurity is crucial in protecting digital pharmaceutical systems, ensuring data integrity and regulatory compliance. A case study shows how digital transformation reduced equipment downtime and improved manufacturing efficiency. Chapter Summary: Digital transformation enhances pharmaceutical manufacturing through AI, Industry 4.0, IoT, and more. Test your knowledge on Industry 4.0, AI, EQMS, and more with these questions. CDG Training experts emphasize the future of pharmaceuticals lies in digital innovation and sustainable practices. The pharmaceutical industry is rapidly evolving with new scientific innovations, digital transformations, and stricter regulations. Pharmaceutical HACCP is now a proactive tool for managing quality and ensuring patient safety. CDG Training offers a pathway to mastering these essential skills. The future of pharmaceutical manufacturing is driven by automation, AI, and personalized medicine. Predictive quality systems will play a crucial role in identifying risks before they occur, ensuring a more efficient and safe production process. Pharmaceutical HACCP experts are vital in maintaining product quality and regulatory compliance. Their responsibilities include conducting hazard analysis, managing CAPA programs, and ensuring GMP compliance, all contributing to a culture of quality. Career opportunities in pharmaceutical quality are diverse, ranging from quality assurance to regulatory affairs. Each role plays a significant part in ensuring the safety and efficacy of pharmaceutical products. The integrated pharmaceutical HACCP framework ensures safe medicines and patient protection by combining GMP, QA, QC, and digital quality systems. This holistic approach is essential for maintaining high standards throughout the pharmaceutical lifecycle. A comprehensive industry case study reveals how a multinational company improved processes and compliance through pharmaceutical HACCP. This approach led to significant reductions in deviations and enhanced product quality. This course covers the complete pharmaceutical HACCP framework, from hazard analysis to validation. These principles establish robust quality systems capable of producing safe and compliant medicines. The pharmaceutical industry will continue to evolve with technological innovations and global regulatory harmonization. Professionals who embrace lifelong learning and quality leadership will be key contributors to future advancements. By completing this course, you will be able to apply HACCP principles, conduct hazard analysis, and strengthen quality systems. These skills are crucial for promoting patient safety and effective quality management. CDG Training experts emphasize the importance of a comprehensive quality management philosophy. By integrating science, technology, and continuous improvement, organizations can ensure safe and effective pharmaceutical practices. Get professionally certified with CDG Training to enhance your career in pharmaceutical manufacturing. This certification is a fully online, self-paced program that culminates in an examination and certification. Experience a fully automated online learning journey with CDG Training. From course access to certification, everything is digital and convenient, allowing you to learn at your own pace. Visit CDG Training to enroll and take the next step in your professional journey. With a focus on excellence and compliance, CDG Training is your trusted partner in pharmaceutical education.